Hey everybody, this is another FreeCAD Path tutorial video. In this video I'm going to run through the basics of the contour operation and show you how to configure it and what it's good for. Now there's been some comments on the forum and in other places that contour is just another form of profile, and it seems to be generating the same kinds of paths, so what do we need a contour for? To a large degree, those comments are valid. The contour is very similar to a profile operation. And in fact, you can achieve everything that I'm going to show you with contour, you can do with profile as well. The difference is that contouring, depending on the kind of work that you do, is an extremely common operation. Some people would do an operation like this in every single job that they put together. And to configure it with a profile is a lot of clicks and the possibility of making errors that are significant. So since the philosophy here is that common things should be simple and should be as error-free as possible, contour is a fast way of setting up a really common operation. Let me switch over to the view and I can describe it a little bit better. So what I've got here is my contouring torture object. It's got a deep undercut on it. It has an irregular shape and some surface holes. If I were to try to make this part out of wood or metal, I would do the internal features and the top surfaces first, and probably the last thing I'd want to do is to cut the whole object out of the surrounding material by doing a profile operation and stepping down to depth. And that would make a lot of sense. In fact, that's exactly what you want to do. You might put in some holding tabs as well to keep it from flying away, but it's basically just a profile. So let me go ahead and set that up in the traditional way using a profile, and we'll see the problems that happen. So the first thing I'd do, I've already got a job created with a tool in here, and maybe I would select a top face and do a profile from the face. And what you would see is something that's not quite right. It's this edge looks good, but I don't want to go around this top face. I want to go around the whole object, and I seem to be missing part of the path as well. Well, that's because this profile is operating on this face, and so it's actually cutting through this chamfered face here. So alright, you'd come into your geometry and you'd start selecting additional faces and adding those, and it's getting better, and you can see that I eventually get there. Oh, I've got another chamfer here. I've got to add that, and I got to add that, and I got to add that. And okay, now I'm pretty much where I want to be, and that would work. I could now adjust the step down values, and I could dress up this with holding tags, and it would work just fine. However, you can see that's quite a few clicks, and if I were to accidentally miss a face, I would be ruining the part. So what's the alternative? That's what a contour operation is for. So I'm going to delete my profile operation, and I'm just going to click a contour, and you can see that we got exactly the same profile and got it in a single click. What this does is takes the solid object for the job, does a 2D projection, and only operates on the outside perimeter of it. Stepping through the rest of the operations in here, you'll see we've got the same things that you would see in a profile: the direction, extra offsets, etc. Depths and heights work exactly like they do in profile. In my current version, you'll see that there's holding tags here, but this is going to go away as well as our holding tag dress up gets implemented. Anyway, that's all there really is to contour. It's just a fast shortcut that gets you to a really common operation. If you have any questions or comments about that, I'd like to hear about them. Post to the forum or in the video comments below. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks. This video was sponsored by Maker Redux Corporation. Maker Redux is a tool for small-scale distributed manufacturing. Makers can collaborate with others, get their things made, and get paid for their work. Check them out at makerredux.com.